What's going on YouTube? New video up and running, and today the aim of this video is to teach you and to help you develop an understanding of cardio, whether you need... Who is knocking the door this time? Wait 1 minute YouTube. So someone has just knocked my door at 1:45 in the afternoon asking me if I read the newspaper or physically or read it online. Mate, I live in 2017, I read it online. My dad buys the paper, that's a generation thing. So why do they need to knock on the door to answer that? That's the kind of question. Just wake up, mate, it's 2017. Anyway, back to the video, cardio. What I'm trying to do today is basically teach you to understand basically why you would and wouldn't do cardio. So people ask all the time, like, what do you do for cardio? What's the best cardio? What's the best this? So, like, people want to know the best thing for everything. They want answers, and it always is hard for me to give answers because it always depends. It depends on like so many factors. So what you've got to think about with cardio, right, is one, what's your goal? What's your actual goal? What do you want out of your training, out of doing cardio itself? Because let's face it, if it's coming from a body composition standpoint, then it may be necessary to do cardio, but then I'll explain how you would do that anyway. And so the factors that are important is what your goal is, what you fucking enjoy doing, because I could say to you, oh, HIIT training is really fucking effective, but if you hate it, then what's the point in programming it for yourself? So what your goal is, what you enjoy, and what's going to get the best result, right? So the practicality of it, you want results from doing the fucking cardio in the first place. Like, you're not going to get out of bed at 5 in the morning when it's pitch black outside and go and do cardio if you don't enjoy the fucking cardio in the first place, and if it isn't going to get you incredibly good results really fast. So this is like a body composition standpoint, but also it's to teach you to understand that all you're doing from doing cardio is burning an amount of calories, which is going to take away from your energy balance, which combined with your diet can elicit the result that you want. So if your goal is to drop body fat and get leaner, then burning 400 calories in the cardio session is then going to equate to reducing your actual energy balance, which is going to help you get leaner, right? Providing you aren't overeating on calories. So if you go out and do like a 5k run, but then binge all week, even overeating on food, that you're wasting your time, but you're not getting leaner doing that. Whereas if you're able to do a 5k run and combine that with a calorie controlled diet that's the right amount for you, and a percentage of deficit which is beneficial for you to keep muscle tissue, but get leaner and drop body fat, which is the goal. You don't want to drop like fucking muscle to drop weight. Like, it's not all about the scales, guys. Stop worrying about the scales. Like, so many people at the moment are saying, oh, the scales doing this, the scales are doing this. Like, don't give a fuck about the scales. Like, yes, it's a form of data you can use, but no one's going to walk down the town and say to you, wow, are you 16 stone 2? Like, no one gives a fuck. What they do give a fuck about is, and what does impress people and what will make you happy more, like, forget about everyone else, what will make you happy is when you look at yourself in the mirror and you go, ah, I'm actually quite happy the way I look. Not when you sound that step and it goes, oh, I've put on a pound today. Like, I've put on a pound in this last week. Fuck knows how, because I've been hustling my ass off. But then, really, I just need to go for a shit and I'll be fine. So, stop over worrying things like your body weight. Like, yes, it's important, but in reality, it isn't the fucking be all and end all. What's important is when you wake up in the morning and you go and look at yourself in the mirror, if you're happy with the way you look, that's what's important. Not the number on the scales. If you're not happy with the way you look, then you need to reverse engineer what you need to do to get to that end point. If that involves cardio, then this video is perfect for you, because I'm going to teach you why you would do cardio, what you need to do, and understanding what actually benefits it brings to you. So mainly it's the calorie burn, right? But do you want it to give you a performance aspect, the performance edge? Like, are you a football player? Do you play netball? Or is there like a performance-based goal you have to be able to run 5k in a certain amount of time? Or are you a marathon runner? Or are you like a sportsman? Like, what's your goal? It's got to be specific to that. So my training at the moment is based on my performance in how I want to look and feel, and how I want to feel when I play football at the weekend, and how I want to feel when I'm doing a 5k run, and how I want to feel general in fucking life. Like, when I was travelling, I got out of breath just walking up and down fucking mountains and looking around. I don't want to feel like that anymore. I want to feel like alive. I want to feel like I've got energy. I want to be able to run around and play football with my little cousin and not be out of breath, because last year, no matter how good I might have looked on Instagram, I'd get out of breath playing football 5 side. Whereas now, fucking piece of piss, because my training is catered towards giving me that life that I want. And that's what it has to be there for. You can't just go to the gym and do 3 sets of 10 on lat pull down because that's what a fucking guidebook says is the best thing to do. Your training is going to be based on what you need to do as an individual to get you the results that you fucking want and to make you feel how you want to feel. It's like, that's what it's about. It's not about, oh, the guide says I could do 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps because that's the perfect rep range. No, it's not a perfect fucking rep range. The perfect rep range is the rep range that you, one, enjoy doing, because the more you enjoy it, the more likely you are to stick to it. The more likely you are to stick to it for a longer period of time, the more consistent you'll be. The more consistent you'll be, the better results will be. So to forget about the optimal rep range, yes, that's fucking important. It's practical to work in the rep ranges that are actually optimal. But what's more important is getting you out of bed and doing the things that you need to do to move you forward in your fucking life. Not worrying about like the minutiae data, like how many reps you should do, how many grams of creatine you should take, how much whey protein supplements you should take. These things are fucking not important. The things that are important, and like what cardio should you do? The cardio you should do should be based on what you want and what you enjoy doing. So yes, there's gonna be an element of things that are gonna fucking suck and be hard. Like there's been competition sessions that I've done, they've been really fucking hard. But then like this week, last week I added in Stairmaster sessions to my prep to try and get me a little bit leaner. Because I thought if I can do 1,000 calories a week on the Stairmaster or on some form of cardio equipment, it'll help me get a greater result. And I did last week, I did 1,000 calories on the Stairmaster, split over 3 sessions. It was half an hour per session, right? One session was just over half an hour. So I was burning about 323 calories per half an hour Stairmaster session. But by the end of the week, my legs were shot to fucking bits. Like absolutely in bits, like in tatters. So this week, I'm not doing Stairmaster because I don't want my legs to feel like they're in tatters. Like it's hard enough being in a diet that's as restrictive as I am, in this point where I'm like 3 weeks out from competing, so I feel a little bit tired anyway. So the fact that my legs are like dragging around behind me, I don't want that. Therefore, I'm going to change my cardio this week, something else. So I'm going to, how else can I burn 1,000 calories this week? Because that's what it is. So I'm going to go for a swim. I'm going to do a bike ride today. I'm going to do a 5k run. I'm just going to change it up a little bit, and I'm going to do things that I enjoy doing. Like Stairmaster for me bores the fucking shit out of me. Like I have to watch YouTube videos the whole way through. So I do it just for that. I do it because I like learning. I've got a thirst for learning things. So I'll watch something educational or something motivational or something that will add value into my day. So that's what I do. I'll sit my phone there and I want to watch for half an hour. And that's how I get through it. But really, I could go for a run. That's make me feel fucking awesome at the end of it. And then I can watch the videos later when I'm just having my downtime, I'm chilling, and my legs will feel great. Yeah, I'm going to run 5k, but the soreness won't come through because I'm enjoying myself the whole way through, and it's performance based. It's going to help me in my football, and it's going to help me in more areas in my life. Whereas on a Stairmaster, just plodding away, that's just going to fucking do my quads in, mate, and my arse, and it's not nice. So yeah, Stairmaster is really fucking good for burning fat, but it's boring as shit for me, so I'm not going to do it. Whereas for you, it might be the most like fun cardio you've got in your program. You might really fucking enjoy the Stairmaster, and if that's you, then go all in on that. This is what I'm trying to encourage you to realise, that you just need to do the things that you enjoy, because that's what's going to elicit the better result for you, because you're going to be more consistent at it and more progressive at it. So you've got to be progressive in your cardio as well. Like how many calories are you burning a week? That needs to go up. How fast are you doing things? What level are you working at? Like these are little things that you can tweak, and like measuring them enables you to manage them. Then once you manage them, you can progress them and make them. You can get fitter, which is obviously huge. So it's, for a lot of people watching this video, then you're not going to be in a position where you're like, I want to lose weight. So getting fitter is going to be fucking hugely advantageous with regards to you losing weight, because the fitter you are, the better your aerobic capacity is, the more chance you've got of losing body fat. So then combine that with good diet, and you're in a really good fucking position. So yeah, cardio should go in your plan if it's going to make you feel good. But if you're not lifting, then just fucking lift all the time. But just lift more. It's still burning calories, right? So this is what I'm trying to explain to you. It's all about personalisation. Like you don't have to do X amount of days on the Stairmaster to get lean. You don't have to do X amount of calories on a fucking elliptical or whatever. You don't have to do cardio to get lean. You don't have to. You just need to understand the energy balance and how many calories you're eating versus how many you're burning, and then you can manage that fucking balance to a point where you're in a deficit, so you get leaner, and then the rest is fucking history. And to be honest, you can get that without fucking touching cardio. The main things that I've got that I don't need to use for cardio is my activity tracker. So I count steps, and the amount of steps that I do. So this is going to be a huge thing for you. So if you're a hugely active person or an inactive person, then these are going to be a game changer for you, because it can help you realise that, oh, I'm sat on my arse a lot today. I better get moving. Like for example, it's 1 o'clock now today, right? And I've so far done 7,500 steps. Like my goal today is 18,000 steps. I've been doing 15,000 for the last few weeks, and I'm taking out the Stairmaster, so I'm increasing my steps a little bit. So for me, I know I've got to get a move on if I'm going to hit this number today. So I've got to go for like a good little walk later and listen to an audio book, which is what I'm tend to do. I listen to about a book a week at the moment and about 4 or 5 podcasts. So I'm doing so much like steps wise. But that will reduce like significantly when I stop this competition, but it's still to a point where I'm doing north of 10,000 because that's like a healthy range and that's what I recommend for everyone. But this is subjective to you, right? So if you're like doing 6,000 steps a day, then 9,000 is going to be fucking awesome for you. Whereas where I'm on 15,000, I'm making it progressive to 18. But after 18,000, I'm not going to do any more. That's just fucking walking all day long. That's just stupid. So that's where like it's personalisation. Where you might have somebody, one of my clients walks all day fucking long. She loves it. All she loves doing is walking. So with her, if anything, I'm bringing her back down to walk less. So then that can be a tool we can use later on in her prep where she's doing a photo shoot. Is we can increase steps towards the end. Whereas at the beginning, like if her steps are too high, then that's a tool we can't use. The same as caffeine, right? Just got these caffeine pills because I'm feeling a bit tired. This can help me get moving and increase my NEAT, which is important. My NEAT is my non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So this is my steps, right? It's how much I move. So I know for a fact that at 4 weeks out this time last year, I was fucking knackered. All I was doing was sitting on that sofa watching TV. And I know for a fact that a lot of people I'm competing up against in this show coming up will be sitting in that sofa because they're also fucked because the diet is tiring, the training's tiring, like the whole thing is like physically and mentally tiring, so they're going to be resting, whereas I'm going to be increasing my steps and doing more. This is what's enabled me to get better, and this is what you've got to see your training as. It's an opportunity for you to get better, not just plodding a fucking bit of cardio equipment. It's an opportunity for you to improve and see the results that you want to see. So that's how you have to see it. You have to see cardio as an opportunity to get better and make it performance based, and then you'll get fucking significantly better results from doing it because it's all of a sudden it's progressive, which is what's required for progressive overload, and which is going to be the thing that sees you the best results. So I hope that I haven't like fucking just ranted too hard at the camera about this, but I'm passionate about it. I'm passionate about training. I'm passionate about nutrition and getting people in shape and making people healthier and fitter. So I do get a bit like crazy. I've had no caffeine today actually. Yet. I've had a black coffee earlier, but it was weak as piss. So you wait till I get some of that down me, then I'm gonna have some real fucking fire coming to these videos. But I hope you understand like what I'm trying to say with cardio is just be relaxed with it, realise that you should do it because you like it, and you should do it because you understand what it's actually doing. It's just burning calories, right? If you do it in an explosive manner like HIIT, then you're gonna get really good results from it from like a performance standpoint. But inevitably, you're still just burning calories. But it depends on where you're at as a person, which is why these answers probably suck a little bit because I can't give you the definitive answer because there isn't one. It's down to you as an individual, and that's why you need to be like, okay, I'm going to hire a coach because he can like speak to me as a person and realise what's best for me. So all of my clients who I take on, I'm like, right, what do you want to do? Like what cardio would you like to do? So really, I'm creating a plan based on what I know they like. So I'm not going to say to them, oh, I'm going to give you 40 minutes on a Stairmaster 3 times a week, Debbie, because that's the proven thing for optimal fat loss. Whereas she's gonna be like, fuck that, Jack. Whereas if I know that she likes doing netball on Tuesdays, then I say, yeah, go do netball on Tuesdays. Every day we're gonna try and aim for X amount of steps as well. And then as well as that, do you have like, do you go to the park with your kids or whatever? Then yeah, that'll go in twice a week. Like just increasing activity levels. That's all it is, and making it enjoyable and like habitual and things that are sustainable. Whereas if I say to you, right, Stairmaster, every morning now, fasted cardio, go do it. But there's people that would, and that's great, like it's going to get you good results, but how long can you keep them for? And that's what it's all about. My channel is about trying to get you to get results that you can keep, and not about promoting like a product or a way of doing things. It's going to create unsustainable results, which is what everyone else is fucking doing in the industry at the moment. Because they're trying to get quick results, which then makes their business do this for really short term, but then obviously in the long term, it's going to come back down fucking very quick as well. So mine's about just gradual progression, helping people to be the best version of themselves, and keep the results they fucking get from it, which is what it's all about. It's not about fucking quick transformation, then whoop, see you later. It's about fucking crushing it in every area and just improving and learning and realising what actually matters and what's most important. So I hope that's coming across in these videos. If you're enjoying them, then please give me a thumbs up because it will help me to get more people to see this video. And if you can, like share it with people you know, if you feel like it'll benefit them. Like that would mean a lot to me if you could do that. And if you want any advice on like training your own diet, nutrition, if you're interested in online coaching, then it is what I offer, this service that I do offer. So if you want me to look after this for you and help you to find the best way for you to get these results, then contact me today, and I can help you take you forward. But yeah, I've got 4 videos planned to come this week, so hit the subscribe button. You'll get like a reminder every time I post a video. And yeah, have a great week, guys, and hopefully this has brought some value, and I will see you in the next video.